Hey guys, this is the Amish Potato. My name is CJ or Carl, whatever you want to call me, and today we're gonna go exploring. So today, me and Miranda, the youngest, are skipping church and we are headed on a little adventure. There is supposedly some hot springs out west of us that I've been wanting to go find in Bruno Canyon, and I just haven't done that. So that's one thing I haven't found here in southern Idaho. After I moved out here to Idaho, I was single for a while, so I just went on every little adventure. Every little hint I got from maybe something cool in the area, I would go find it. But this is one thing I haven't done. So today is the day. It's a nice warm March day. It's going to be in the 60s, and we're going to go see if we have any luck. They are located west of us, I think about 50 miles or so into desert. So there's nothing around. There might be a ranch out there in the middle of it all, but it's just grasslands and sagebrush area, and in the middle of all that is a deep canyon with the hot springs in it, supposedly. You can't really come out here with a car, I don't think. I guess we'll see. So a lot of these roads are four-wheel drive roads only. And here's how you do it. You take your best four-wheel drive car that you have with ball tires, high mileage, a check engine light on, make sure it has a full tank of gas. And my beautiful wife made us some wraps for a picnic lunch. And of course, the dog. You can't leave without the dog. You got to bring him. You see how excited he is? He's shaking. Oh, no, you're not going to shake? There you go. He's shaking. He's so excited. Go ahead. Come with us. And let's see what we find.
Daddy, I need your help.
What do you think, Miranda? Oh, you're going to eat those things? Why not get some runs for the trip? Sorry about the puffing noise, but our dog Bear over here, I don't know if he hates car rides or loves them. I don't think he likes the car ride. I just think he likes where it takes him. So he's excited, but he hates being in the car. Oh,
You
yeah.
literally just I hope when we have
Let me flip you guys around. I am a huge Louis L'Amour fan. I have a ton of his books. And when he writes a story, the location of his story, the places in his stories are real. I don't know, maybe he makes some towns up, I don't know, but some are real. And so you can actually go out and find these places that he writes about. Two of them are written about southwestern Idaho. The one being, I think, Mountain Valley War. And I can't remember what the other one is. But anyway, so Mountain Valley War is a Lance Kilkenny book, and where some settlers, obviously the story's fiction, but the place is real. So south of Silver City, Idaho, there's some ranchers and some homesteaders, and they the big rancher in the area wants their houses, their land, right? He doesn't want homesteaders to come in and take up his ranching area. So So he tries to run them out, and one way of doing that is by cutting off their food supply in the local town, his town that he kind of runs. So they get together with a wagon and they cross some kind of desert or dry lake bed and head over to the next town over, which is called Blazer in the story, but is called Cliffs in real life. And I've been there. My family came out, a couple of my brothers and sisters came out, and we visited Cliffs, Idaho. There's just a few buildings, and they camped below a cliff before they headed into town. So they stayed below a cliff overnight where there's some petroglyphs supposedly in the story they saw.
There, no.
So one of these days we're gonna head over there to that area where they camped, which is I think now a campground, and we're going to see if we can find some petroglyphs.
Get your dog off.
Just make room for him.
There's no room back here. He had all.
Like I said, I don't think he likes car rides. He just likes where it takes him. Because when we get there, we'll run around outside or go for a hike, and then I actually have to pick him up, put him back in the car because he refuses to jump in himself. We just crossed the cattle guard there. For those of you who don't know, those are there's a hole in the ground and there's rails across the hole that cars can drive over, but no cattle. Cattle won't walk over because they know their foot will slide into the hole and they'll break their foot. So it keeps the cows in without a gate. And a lot of this is free range country, so people will just register with the government somehow. It's BLM land. So they just bring their cows out here and turn them loose, and they're branded. And there's different brands of cows out here, different people. I don't know if they're only allowed to run in their section or what, but they run their cows out here in the summer and usually bring them in for the winter. And yes, there is still rustling that does go on. How are you? Huh? So there they are, just eating that brown grass and loving it. There's a lot of grass out there. Come here, guys.
This is weird. Turn.
Yeah. Somebody else is behind the wheel now. I don't know if this is good or bad. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what we smart so I can see. Uh-oh, there's one of those cattle thingies.
Yeah, you ready for it?
I don't know if my wheels are in.
It's probably too bouncy. But ahead of us, straight ahead of us, there is antelope.
Bear, shut up!
They're really skittish animals, so they probably, you can see them running. They'll stop right now, off in the distance. I don't know if you guys probably can't experience it on the video, but it just bounces you around, and you're just going over these little rocks. It just bounces you everywhere. But it means that it takes work to get here, which keeps a lot of the people out. It keeps these places less active, and you know, all the people that have easy access to here, you know, they don't come here, drink beer, leave beer, glass beer cans laying everywhere, and, you know, so because it takes effort to get here. One of my favorite little spots was Box Canyon. I'll take you guys someday, but you used to have to walk 1.5 miles to get to it, and now it's a state park, and now they put a road back to it, so you don't have to walk that far. So now everybody's there, and it just got ruined badly. That's just how it is. Well, we're about 48 miles in. We collected a little bit of dust on the car. And this is the road down into the canyon. I don't know if this is capturing the beauty, but it is beautiful. You want to walk?
I'll totally walk if you want to. I feel like walking because we've been in the car for like 20 hours.
In my infinite wisdom, we get in here into the middle of nowhere with no cell service, about 45 miles, and I begin to wonder if our spare tire has air in it. So I checked, and indeed it does not. This is why we leave the off-roading videos to the professionals. I do, though, on every one of these adventures, let somebody know. Since there's no cell service, I'll let somebody know where we are headed, and if we don't get by a set time, they will call search and rescue. So, by 8 o'clock in the morning, if we don't return, Mom, we're going to call search and rescue. That means we might spend the night.
I want to stay the night.
Do you want to stay the night?
Yeah.
I don't want to stay the night. Why do you want to stay the night?
I don't know.
How's you getting through? Yep. Oh my gosh.
No.
Is this what it's going to be like?
I want to walk. I want to walk. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I don't want to go down. Seatbelt, Daddy. For safety. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not watching. I can't look.
That is gnarly. Hope we don't have to back out of here. Oh my gosh. How smart are we?
I'm not that smart. So the hot springs is literally at the bottom.
Yep.
I see a car.
Oh yeah, it's an old car. That is beautiful. Look at that. There's an old car. There's probably a guy sitting in there waiting for his wife. You want to see if there's a skeleton in there? It is so gorgeous. Ah, I wish you guys could be here.
No, no,
Feel this vast space.
no.
Miranda says no. She's scared. This road is a little wonky, but I'm more crazy than sane, so we'll either get it done or not make it home.
It doesn't look like.
All right, guys, we have arrived. You guys see that beauty behind me? Let me grab my backpack. Where am I handle? We cross that bridge. Just canyon rock walls. I want to go check those out later. But right here behind me are the hot springs. Can you see the steam coming up? I don't know if that'll show up. It's gonna be awesome. Let me flip you guys around. That's probably one pool. Oh, watch out. That's kind of a nasty looking pool.
I'm not swimming in that.
You're not swimming in that?
Nope.
Why not? Unused hot springs are always kind of nasty. Let's go test, see how
You can.
hot that water is. Isn't that gorgeous? Ooh. Oh, that's too hot. That's really hot. Let's come up here. Natural hot water. Natural hot water. It's beautiful. But obviously this water is too hot. We'll have to mix it with river water somehow. I don't know if there's any soaking pools down here. That is going to be really hot. I think they left a bucket down here. We can sit in those tubs. But too hot. Too hot to soak in. I don't know if we're going to go swimming today, darling. Let's go down river a little bit. Hot water. Too hot. Really hot. And cold water.
Ice.
And we got to get over there. Over there. There, somewhere. So, here goes. Bubbles out of the ground right there. So crazy. Feel that? Boiling out of the ground. What a beautiful landscape. This is a decent sized little house. Had windows. I bet it was a cowboy camp or something. Maybe not. Maybe a stage station. You know, pioneers labored greatly every day just to put food on the table. But I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if wouldn't have been better off living like they did 200 years ago. Much harder, but you relied on each other to survive, you know. So who knows? I fantasize about it. How about you? What do you guys think? You guys think we're better off nowadays, or do you think we're losing out on some of the old ways, some of the good ways? Let me know in the comments below.
That was fun. All done.
Would you want to live in a house like that?
Yeah.
You would? You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Okay, Bear, let's go, buddy. I know you like the shade. Let's move along. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Well, no soaking pools. The water was either way too hot or way too cold. So, I'm just hanging out by the creek. Beauty around us. See that, guys? You don't find these just anywhere. My hand. Got a big hand too. That was a cool one. Oh, that was really cool. You see that? Look what we found, guys. Look at that treasure. Isn't that fantastic? It's got something going on in the back. It's an old Chevrolet. Wonder. It's just sitting out here. Back up for you. Tell you what, they made that chrome last, didn't they? I don't know how long it's been sitting here, but it's still sparkling. So somebody tore the emblem off the front. You can see Chevrolet right here.
And the tire's like ripped open.
You think it still has its engine? It still pops and the engine is still in there. Well,
What's that? Oh!
pretty simple, just a straight 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. What do you think is in here?
Let's see what's nice.
Gloves. I don't know. It's kind of sketchy.
Empty.
Well, works great. Tell me, guys, what year? Let me know in the comments below. They sure were beautiful back then.
Hey, it looks like when they were
Look at that.
the windows.
Look at that. Look at those dials. Just 2 big old circles.
Oh, look.
I don't know what they got going on. There's a spare tire here, but they have
And it's aired up.
a PTO on it. And a seat with some levers, some chains, and another axle on the back. So it was used to make something turn. I don't know, maybe something to do with the mining down here. I have no idea. Look at that, 2 truck rear ends.
Look, Daddy, it even has a radio station.
So it turned both of them, huh? That is weird.
Okay, ready?
Huh? Really what? Well, here we are. We're out of the canyon. Out on the desert again. Still on rough roads. And we have radiator problems. Not a good thing, guys. yeah, there's a problem with the I don't know, like 2-inch hose is in a T, and the T has barb fittings, and the barb fittings, one side broke, so it has a little stubby of a pipe on it, and I'm trying to keep the hose on there, and it keeps wanting to come off and squirt and or throw radiator fluid everywhere. And luckily we had some water. We need to be getting more water or we're going to be in trouble because we're still losing water. We're still a good 40 miles from home, but we're getting close to the smooth dirt road, so after we hit that we can make some tracks, and I think we have a creek crossing we get some water at, hopefully. So, we will see. These things happen.
Hi.
Thankfully.
We prayed and God answered us and gave us the water tank.
So here we are. It's Monday. We didn't make it home last night. We made it about 10 miles from our house, and the engine stopped running. So we kept trying to fill it with water. We ran out of water again, so we were making a run for a creek just down here. But it didn't run. It just quit on me right here. So we parked it, and we had the wife come get us. I think I blew the head gasket, guys. Fortunately, we were able to make it into cell service. Otherwise, we would have stayed the night out there, and it would have dropped to 30 degrees. We did have some blankets, but it would have been kind of miserable. So, yeah, I praise God that it ran long enough to get us to where I had like 1 or 2 bars on my phone that I could call my wife to come get us. Like I said, we were like 10 miles from home. So yeah, now this thing is toast, and I'll have to look for something else. I was hoping to look into getting a small off-road kind of pickup, maybe like a Toyota Tacoma or something like that. Not a new one, it has to be an older one, cheaper one, so we can afford it. Any of you off-road guys, narrow road adventures, let me know what's best. I want something that I can use around here to grab wood from the Home Depot or whatever, but I also want something with a little higher clearance so that we can do the stuff that we just did. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.